Yeah. This song here goes out to anyone who's been depressed like I have.
You've only got one chance and one shot, one time on this earth to take for what it's got. One life to live, one life to lead, so you gotta take it all for the glory. You've only got one chance and one shot, one time on this earth to take for what it's got. One life to live, one life to lead, so you gotta take it all for the glory.
Take a flashback to my youth when I was on a downer, man. Walking to school was like walking up mountains, overwhelmed by darkness to which I was shrouded. Depression was a state that I couldn't get out of. Or through my teenage life, I was demeaned, a social outcast with a low self-esteem. The abuse that I took now was just my routine, and shedding tears in the night while watching Dragon Ball Z. Living most of my youth as a disfigured recluse, my house became a safe haven, a place of refuge. My mother saw changes in the way I behaved, a somber, isolated kid playing video games. Suicide was on my mind, constantly in my thoughts, worsened cause my parents were headed for divorce. Ashamed of myself, suffering from ignominy. My so-called friends were the same ones belittling me. The only thing keeping me from drugs was God on my conscience. But when you pray for death, then you know you got problems. I finally snapped and proceeded to get violent, but my vicious aggressions only backfired. In a moment of weakness, I picked up a knife and contemplated whether I should take my own life. I made a vow to myself right there and then to never let anyone put me in this state again. I started making some beats, started perfecting my rhymes, adhered to my craft, and then a floor refined. Set a new standard, to which I'm the paradigm. One of many ways that I wish to be redefined. So I'ma aim for the stars and I'ma circle the moon and never stop till I finish what I set out to do. You can hate and criticize, but I'll still see the gleam, and I'll never be faced again. I'm pursuing the dream for the glory.
One chance and one shot, one time on this earth to take for what it's got. One life to live, one life to lead, so you gotta take it all for the glory. You've only got one chance and one shot, one time on this earth to take for what it's got. One life to live, one life to lead, so you gotta take it all for the glory.
My life in solitude, it made me socially awkward. Imprisoned in pain, memories that left me haunted. Dropped out of high school even though it was morbid. I made attempts to change my life and just to move forward. Things were looking up until my mother got sick. Cancer of the kidney, told she had 3 years to live. But what was more horrific is that hit spread to her brain. Paralysis abounded like she was in shackles and chains. Tried to remain positive and through thick and thin, but wasn't long before I reverted to depression. Seeing my family going through hell just made it worse. No friends by my side to which I feel that I could turn. Tried to act unaffected, but the pain was bearing her. Evil completely woven into my interior. I felt like I was cursed and I was bound to this fate. Depression would endure, there simply was no escape. It was the 18th December before I said my goodbyes. My spirit finally broke and a part of me died. The revelation came though, and I finally realized life is so precious and it passes in the blink of an eye. So I can't sit by and let the pain forever consume me. My mother's teachers taught me to never let pain subdue me. So now I'm choosing to tackle life head on. That's why I spill my heart to every word of this song. So I'ma aim for my dream and I'ma grab it and seize it. Even when the chips are down, I'll still hold it and squeeze it. Even if attacked by haters, critics, legions of demons, I'll never let go. It's like my air and I breathe it. Mom, I dedicate this song to you now, and as you rest in paradise, oh Jesus,